Going on YouTube, Cloverbells here, back with another Scarlet Violet video, and we're continuing our collaboration series. We've got Chloroacetic Acid. We got an organic compound here with us on the channel today. So, Chloro, you want to introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us a little bit about your VGC background?
Sure. So, hi, my name is Jacob. I go by Korok Corrosion or Corrosion on socials. So, yeah, this was my first full season playing VGC. I went to Hartford last season and did awful, but this was my first real season of competing. And this was my last event of the season, and I managed to finish top 4 in New England with this crackhead team. Top 4 at an MSS doesn't really sound like the most impressive, I feel like, to some people, but in my run alone, I had to play like Jeremy Odena, who finished first at the 2019 like DC Open, and I also played like Sohaib Mufti, who's done like amazing at a bunch of events before, and Adrian Hurley and Stefan Mott as well. So I was proud of my run, you know.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And there's some cool choices here. Like we get to see the return of Choice Band, physical Landorus, which we haven't played in, I don't know, maybe half a year. We've got Throat Spray Calyrex-Shadow Rider, okay? And then we've got Mental Herb Suicune, Okidogi. There's a lot of cool tech choices here. All right, so I'm excited. So ladies and gentlemen, you know how this goes. Jacob is going to call all the shots here. I'm going to click the fancy button. So without further ado, let's just go straight into the ranked battles. All right, this is the mirror with Clefairy.
Okay, this is interesting. So immediately, I mean, we're forfeiting... In a Calyrex versus Calyrex lead, we lose like pretty much off rip because we're slower and we don't have a sash. But we do get to play a terrain battle because obviously we don't have expanding force.
You do have a
Excuse me. Yeah, so I think Suicune lead is good here because either we can match a Tailwind if they lead Tornadus, or we can just start spamming Snarl. Then let's do, I think Raging Bolt is a good choice as our second lead, and then Calyrex in the back, and probably Rillaboom.
Yeah, I think we have to do it like this. Now, if he goes Clefairy Calyrex lead, what's the plan?
Click Snarl.
Okay. All right.
We can like maybe we can swap into Rillaboom on an expanding force, but
I don't think he has it. I think he just wants the Side Shock boost, but we'll see. All right, here's the CSR, and oh, it's Tornadus.
Okay, so that's totally fine with me.
All right, the question now is, do you click Snarl? Now, if he's Covert Cloak, that's going to defeat the Snarl purpose.
Yeah, but we will get a bunch of damage assuming they don't Terra. And I feel like on these teams, usually the Calyrex is our Terra Ghost anyway, so we'll probably get some good chip. I mean, on this turn, we're probably clicking Tailwind, though.
Okay.
I think let's Tailwind, and then let's... honestly, Thunderbolting the Calyrex might be fine, because, like, really the Tornadus isn't doing much here.
Except clicking Taunt. Let's see if he clicks Taunt. Well, do we have a Mental Herb, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, part of the reason... There's 2 reasons I put...
Oh!
Okay, that's okay, though.
Oh, there's a Protect. He's scouting the Snarl. Leak Wind, trying to get the Speed Chip.
That's fine.
He does get the Speed Chip. Alright, T-Bolt into the protected Calyrex.
Yeah, so we get our own Tailwind here. The speed drop is a little bit unfortunate, but like they have Prankster Tailwind anyway, so they're gonna click it. So yeah, I think we just Snarl and Thunderbolt again. I really like, based on the damage that the Tornadus did, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Sash and just like max offense.
He is gonna Terra. This
Terra
is it.
Ground.
Terra
It's Terra
Fairy.
Ground Calyrex. No.
Oh, it's Terra Ghost. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Ghost.
Ooh. Is Suicune gonna live this?
I think it will.
Is Raging Bolt gonna live this? We don't have an AV. Alright.
I mean, it's not. We know that it's not Specs because it just protected. So I think Suicune will. Raging Bolt, maybe.
Whoa! They both live. Oh my god. Oh, it's Life Orb.
It's Life Orb.
Oh boy.
It's probably gone.
Alright. Snarl connects.
Please.
No, not enough.
though. That's okay because we can Thunderclap.
Okay.
All right. Now we have to make a call on do they protect Calyrex? Because if so, we want to Thunderclap the Torn.
Okay. I'm willing to make that play.
Yeah, I think so. Let's. And it honestly might be worth switching out Suicune just so if they don't protect, they don't get to +2. So let's go to Rillaboom for Suicune.
Okay.
And then we'll Thunderclap the Tornadus.
Let's see it. You think he's gonna protect?
Yeah, and if they do protect, like even if they don't protect here, I think the worst case scenario would be if they live the.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is this going to be Indeedee?
Okay. That's fine
Yeah,
by
that's
me.
because we win terrain then, because we switch second.
Alright, but now did the Calyrex protect is my question. Oh, no, he didn't. If he's doing this, then he's
Yeah,
being
it's
aggressive.
probably Expanding Force maybe, if they have it.
We forgot about the Indeedee switch. Uh-oh. Well, Raging Bolt, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
So then Thunderclap could have been the play.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a 50-50 that we lost, I guess. Yeah, that's too
Oh,
bad.
wait, I clicked Thunderclap anyway. Oh yeah, wait, it was into the Tornadus here. Alright, so the Calyrex is now going to be +1.
Yes.
Oof. The
Jeez.
damage. Alright. Alright, but I think he just lost it though, because
Oh, that works for me.
the Life Orb chip, yep. So he got one attack off. But there is an Indeedee on the field.
Yeah,
You
so
want
at
to
this
stop.
point, I think we have to go Calyrex now.
Alright, now one horse takes its place. Now, what is this? Oh, it's Tornadus. Oh. Okay. So, we have Fake Out as an option.
Yeah, I can't tell if the Torn is Covert Cloak or like Focus Sash.
Oh, Steam Sheet.
Yeah. I usually practice on a best of 3 like showdown ladder where it's forced OTS and okay.
Let's see.
Honestly, I feel like our Calyrex is honestly in a position to win. So I think just in case like maybe it's not Covert Cloak, let's fake out the Tornadus. And
Okay.
then let's Terra and Snarl.
Okay.
Because
Here we go.
I have seen some Tornadus carrying Dark Pulse, and I am concerned.
No, that was an old Sword and Shield tactic. They're not going to do that here.
You never know, man. It's open or it's closed team sheet best of 1. So
Oh, he protected.
okay, but that probably means that they're not Covert Cloak then.
Okay, does the Indeedee click Trick Room is my next question. 'Cause what does he do? Oh, that's fine. So free Snarl.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, we should be able to get... Yeah, we do connect. That's good. So now Calyrex is +1 in our own way. Alright, now I asked the next question. Is +1 Astral Barrage enough to pick up this Tornadus?
I would like to think so because I feel like they don't have much bulk.
Okay, our Tailwind is gone. They
Yeah,
still
we
have one
do
more
lose
turn of
Tailwind.
Tailwind.
So how many turns of Grassy Terrain do we have?
We have 3.
Okay, that's actually a usable amount. I think saving Rillaboom here is worth it. Like honestly, Suicune doesn't really do much for us at this point. I feel like.
You want a little extra damage? In the back. Could be
I think-
Urshifu.
Yeah, so I think we need to save Rillaboom. So let's swap into Suicune here and sack it off to a Bleak Wind, and then just click Astral Barrage.
Alright, we're clicking it. Indeedee not going to take no damage. But let's see how much the Astral does on the Tornadus here. Alright, Suicune. We're going to have to sack you to the gods here. Hell, helping hand, and you know it's Bleak Wind.
Yeah.
Bulbapetar. Let's see if it is. Alright,
Please
it is
miss.
Bleak Wind.
No.
Oh my god, the damage. Alright, will we get the speed reduction? We do get the speed reduction.
Man, we're not getting anything in our favor.
Alright, but can we pick up the Astral here with the Tornadus? Alright, does he have enough EVs to live? This is +1. It does pick up.
Okay.
Alright, so now he's down to Indeedee plus 1 friend. So with that, we still have quote-unquote some terrain control.
Yeah, they just lost Tailwind as well, I think. Unless that was last turn.
That was his last turn.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
So that means the speed drop is very unfortunate for us, but...
But we do have a fake out available. There is an Ogerpon there. But we can always click Draining Kiss. Alright, I leave it up to you now.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Indeedee switches out because they want to get
He
the
can't.
psychic terrain back.
There's no switch. There's 2 KOs already.
I forgot we knocked out the Calyrex already.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's I think the Ogerpon will probably protect here.
Alright, double protect. We'll see. Oh no,
If
there's
they
no double
have
protect.
Indeedee. So let's do fake out and draining kiss into the Indeedee.
Yeah, let's get some stats. Let's get some stats back, some health back. Uh-oh, he didn't protect.
Oh,
Wow. Alright, will we lose
because
the
of the
Cali?
speed drop, I think.
Oh, wait, what? What? Excuse me? Okay.
You know what? They outplayed our fake out. They got us.
Yeah, they did.
This probably won't KO. Yeah, because they have Psychic Seed. But even then.
But, you know, any kind of recovery we're getting is good recovery. Fake out Spiky Shield, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it.
Okay, so at this point we have, what, 1 turn left of Grassy Terrain?
Yes.
So... I think we would hammer here.
For sure.
Into the Ogerpon probably is our better play.
Yeah, and then just click the button, right? The magic button.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should live. Calyrex is bulky. We do have a speed drop. Uh-oh.
It comes down to if we live a Cudgel.
Do we live a Cudgel?
With the Helping Hand, I'm not sure.
Let's see it. Eevees. Oh, 8 HP.
Ooh.
The bulk on CSR. Oh my goodness. That'll do it. Our opponent right now is beside himself. Are you surprised Calyrex lived?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. The power of 132 investment, 84 defense. Alright, this Calyrex is +3. It's over.
Yep, so now we can just click Wood Hammer and Draining Kiss, and that should lock it up.
Yeah, honestly, what won us the game was his own Calyrex dying to Life Orb chip.
For sure. Yeah, getting that 50-50 wrong was pretty bad for us, but the fact that it was able to knock itself out was definitely helpful. And yeah, even if the Indeedee does have an offensive move, we're going to heal so much from the Draining Kiss that it wouldn't be able to KO us anyway. So we had that game 100% locked up.
Alright, we've got Scizor and Swampert. And there is a Miraidon. There's a Slowking.
Yeah,
Alright.
What is this?
You tell me. So what are you thinking here? There's
So
Wide Guard
usually,
on that Swampert, by the way.
yes. Usually against Miraidon, I just lead like either Landorus and Rillaboom or Raging Bolt and Rillaboom. But this is not standard Miraidon, so I'm not quite sure. My guess is the Slowking probably has like chilly reception on this team, but there's not really like a Hail Sweeper. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the Miraidon was Terra Ice, I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, Landorus is tough because of the Ninetales. Let's do Rillaboom and lead for sure.
I like that.
I think maybe Okidogi,
Okay, I know he wants to bring that Incin and CSR in
and
the
then
bag.
yeah, and then it's either Raging Bolt or Landorus is the last. Intimidate isn't like super valuable here, so probably Raging Bolt is better.
Alright, we're gonna... I do think he does bring the Swampert just because, you know, we have a CSR, but we need to preserve the Rillaboom a little bit if we can. It's gonna be
Yeah,
our
for sure.
secret to removing terrain and having something for that Generation 3 starter. But let's see how he leads it. It could be Swampert Ninetales. I wouldn't be surprised. None of those came out. It is actually just Incin and Slowking. So we are going to get a little boost from the Okidogi.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good lead for us.
Right, and you know Miraidon's in the back. But the question is, who's in the back with him?
Yeah, so the Incineroar is... If the Incineroar is Terapagos, I feel like they're almost definitely going to pop the Terapagos here because, like, Drain Punch will one-shot it unless it's, like, super physically defensive.
Okay.
And they also don't want to get Fake Outed.
For sure.
But I'm tempted... I think we could just do Fake Out and Taunt into the Slowking just to block a potential, like, Trick Room or Chilly Reception.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah, and, you know, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it is Swampert and the Miraidon in the back as well. Alright, so we get a Fake Out there. Alright, so we're just trading Fake Outs here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright, so nothing really happens. We're going to regen all of that damage with the Grassy Terrain a little bit here. So, what do we do now? Oh, high horsepower.
Yeah, that was a tech choice that I made like a day before the tournament. I honestly want to save Rillaboom. Like, I don't want it to just eat a Flare Blitz for no reason.
For sure.
So I think let's swap into Raging Bolt.
This will be good in case he wants to swap in Miraidon.
Yeah, and then we can just taunt the Slowking again because I really don't want it like Chilly Receptioning into Miraidon.
All right, so we are going to preserve our terrain setter, you know, in hopes that they may do the same and reposition themselves here. All right, so we're going to get Booster Energy Raging Bolt, which is quite nice for us. Now, will he do a little... Yeah, there it is. Okay, is this Miraidon? One would have to think. Okay, here we go. Show me Miraidon. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Electric Terrain comes out. That's good for us for if we're Raging Bolt, somewhat. All right, and there is a taunt.
Yeah,
right,
so
it could
this
be
stops
could
Chilly
be a psychic
Reception.
move. I think it's a psychic move here. Oh, what is that? Mental Herb.
Oh, it's Mental Herb.
Uh-oh. Trick Room. Wait.
Oh, that's good for us.
That's great. Wait, why? Wait a minute. Huh? Unless it's Iron Ball Miraidon. No, it's not.
Okay. I think just Dragon Pulse and Poison Jab into Miraidon is safe because if that covers for a Terapagos as well.
Hey, I'm down for that. Now, he will go first. Are we afraid of the psychic move?
On Okidogi, I don't actually know how strong Slowking is. I think it's relatively strong. Yeah, it might be worth using Terra here.
Ooh. Alright. We will do it. And I will Poison Jab the Miraidon here. Alright.
Usually I try to save the Terra for Calyrex, but now that Trick Room's up, Calyrex is less valuable just because, you know, it's 150 base speed in Trick Room.
Yeah, we get to capitalize on the +1 Okidogi here at least somewhat. Alright. Oh, it's not Specs. Oh boy. We getting gamed on here. We just double targeted that slot. Oh, Psychic Noise.
I think we would have lived that. Actually, probably not.
Alright, so no Healy, no Drain Punch. Alright. Bing! Well, that was unfortunate for us.
Yeah.
So no Specs on that Miraidon. Could be Life Orb.
I've seen a Calm Mind. It was like Leftovers Calm Mind Miraidon before. So it could be that as well. Honestly, I think we can just do the same thing. They'll probably switch out Miraidon, but that's honestly fine. Like, I'm really not too concerned about what the Slowking is doing.
Okay, and he could even plant the Swampert here, so, you know, at least we didn't click an electric attack. Not that we would do that into a Miraidon here, but let's see what he, you know, he's thinking about it now. Yeah, there's a swap. He's a little afraid.
If this is instant, it's going to take a bunch. Actually, instant probably drops.
There's the Swampert.
Fine with me. And Chilly Reception. Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy. You know what this means. It's snowing! Alright.
This is such an interesting team.
It is. And you were correct on the Chilly Reception here. So, we knew the Swampert had to come, you know, for the CSR. But if we can take it out, then we're not really worried about Wide Guard. But he is going to have to take a Dragon Pulse. and a +1
sure.
poison jab. So we'll see what
Maybe
he decides to do
+2.
here. Did he go into Miraidon again? He did. Alright. Adrenaline Engine locked and loaded. Poison jab coming out. That's not bad damage. Is this in range of Dragon Pulse? It's gonna be close. Oh!
Ooh, just barely.
The bulk. And it's a citrus.
How many turns are left of Trick Room? I think there's what? Either 2 or 3?
Yeah. Alright, we do have Drain Punch locked and loaded here. Yeah, there is 2 turns, so Okidogi
okay.
still has some pressure here. And you know Miraidon probably wants to try another Protect here.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think Raging Bolt will go down to a ground move on the Swampert. So, Dragon Pulse into Swampert feels pretty safe.
Okay.
And then, I think, yeah, let's do Drain Punch this time. I mean, just in case the Miraidon doesn't protect, it'll probably do like close to 50 if I had to guess.
There's the swap.
That's fine. That's also fine.
He's going into Slowking, right? I would imagine. Let's see.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, that's totally fine. We're just burning Trick Room.
Oh! The damage! Alright, Drain Punch. Resisted Drain Punch. Okidogi trying to make use of its +1 here. Alright. But at least we do get to remove the Swampert here. No, he did the damage. So one more turn of Trick Room. I would imagine Miraidon comes back out and protects on the last
definitely.
turn. Alright.
They're also kind of stalling out their own electric terrain though, so like...
Yep, they are. So do you want to double the Slowking here? I mean, he is going to go first, so Psychic Noise could kill the Raging Bolt unless you want to Thunderclap it or something.
Yeah, I think a Thunderclap into the Slowking is fine. And then... I mean, they're both resisted. Maybe Taunt is worth it just so they don't get a second Trick Room, but they're not gonna... There's no way they set up another Trick Room anyway.
They can't. It's the last turn.
I mean, like, in the future.
Oh, yes, I understand.
They could also Chilly Reception just to... No, because that would bring Incin in, and they don't want that. Poison Jab, maybe Poison Jab Miraidon, just in case. I mean, it's for sure going to protect, but, like, what else are we going to do?
There it is. Good. Yeah, well, I think free damage into the Slowking was good. You know, just trying to hit that. Oh. Eh. Alright, so, Raging Bolt will go down here. Oh!
Yeah.
Well, I kind of wanted CSR to come in here, but that's okay. So, now Trick Room is gone. We outspeed the Slowking, but Miraidon is now faster.
Yes.
Okay.
I think...
We have Protect, we have Pulse. We still have one more Thunderclap available.
Yeah, so my guess is what they'll do is they'll probably Volt Switch into Okidogi and then knock out the Raging Bolt with the Slowking.
Okay.
But honestly, like, I feel like Raging Bolt has done its job at this point. So I think like we can
10 seconds.
Dragon Pulse into Miraidon is probably fine. If they Terra, then whatever. And switch to Rillaboom.
Oh boy. I don't know if I can get that off in time. I think I did.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, so we'll preserve the Okidogi. Alright, we'll go into Rillaboom here. Right,
oh wait, the electric terrain was over already. Whoops.
Yeah, it
My
was.
bad, I missed that.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if that hurts us in the end game here.
I think we'll be okay.
Oh!
Yep, that's totally fine.
He was going for it. This is going to do some damage. That kind of tickled. Alright. And here is a Dragon Pulse. Free Dragon Pulse into Miraidon. It lives! Psychic Noise.
That's okay, though, because we have...
The CSR.
Yeah, we've got CSR and...
However, that just means Incin comes in.
That's fine, though, because we still have Okidogi.
You want to bring out the Okidogi now? Oh, it is leftovers.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I think what we can do is we go Calyrex here on the free switch, and then we can just swap in the Okidogi for the Rillaboom.
I think that is very much the play. Now, he could just quote-unquote protect here, but, like, yeah, sure. I mean, that's not going to stop me next turn. We do have some bulk on this one, but I think we still outspeed Miraidon, I believe, correct?
Yes, the speed is guaranteed outspeeding even timid base 135s.
Right, you want to just click Astral here?
Yeah, we just get a free Astral Barrage and then swap to Okidogi on the instant switch.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the only thing that could go wrong here is if the Slowking lives and then somehow like Drain Punch doesn't get the KO on Miraidon, but
I don't think he's living this.
we're in a good spot.
Yeah, he has to do it.
Oh, okay. I guess that works out for them because they get to swap before we do.
Yes, I knew this would happen. Like I know he will switch first, because you know he doesn't want the Miraidon to lose it here, and he gets to reset terrain later. So, we don't get the Okidogi boost, but that's okay. All right, and he is gonna burn his Terra here.
Okay, so it probably will end up living. If it's a Terra normal, I'm gonna be so it's.
It is grass. Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, that's just good for Okidogi though.
Alright, here's the CSR Astral Barrage. A little bit of chip damage. Okay, that kind of tickled. There is another Trick Room.
That's totally fine.
Okay, now, Calyrex, a little vulnerable here.
I have a sneaking suspicion for some reason that the Slowking is going to have a dark move.
So we've seen Psychic Noise, we've seen Trick Room.
And Chilly Reception.
And Chilly Reception. Okay.
I mean, honestly, like, Calyrex isn't, like, super vital at this point because Trick Room is up. So, like, honestly, I think we can just Astral Barrage again.
Ooh, okay.
And then... I think, yeah, just Drain Punch on the Incineroar is fine, too. Like, the Slowking I'm not too concerned about, to be honest. We can Poison Jab it whenever we want.
Right,
Chilly Reception.
He's going for the...
If they don't knock off the Calyrex, then the Miraidon is down.
He's going for the dark move into Calyrex.
For sure, but if he doesn't...
Yeah, I mean, but then we get the free instant... Maybe we get the instant kill. Let's see.
No, I don't think it'll kill since we don't have the +1.
Alright, let's see. Alright, it's just an easy knockoff here. Yeah, goodbye Calyrex, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh,
okay.
Crit.
He gets the crit, but that always kills. That's like 8 Calyrexes or something.
Yeah.
Alright,
there's a funny calc that I can bring up later with instant knockoff.
Okay, so we get a little bit of recovery here. Now, Miraidon's an electric type, and we're a water, but we have Trick Room available. There is leftovers.
Yeah, Drain Punch probably gets it from there.
He has to protect or swap.
And we're going to override their terrain here, so that's good for us.
For
Basically,
now.
as long as we get one knockout before there's like 2 turns left to Trick Room, like if they can protect stall their own Trick Room, then they'll probably win, but... So I think...
You have
Fake
high
out.
horsepower per... Oh yeah, sure.
I think Fake out Incin and then... Actually, probably double into the Incin with Poison Jab is the best play.
I'm down for it. Because you know that thing is either going to swap or click the protect button.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Alright. Okidogi, it was nice knowing you. Maybe.
Honestly,
we'll
that's good for us. Yeah, if they do knock out, like...
Perfect.
We're in an amazing spot now.
Yeah. Alright, so that could be the play that quote-unquote decides it, because now Okidogi is going to get a +1 with the instant swap, right? And now he can't reset his own terrain. So, nice positional game here for this type of Miraidon team with Slowking. And Okidogi's stealing the show. Yeah, Calyrex came in and died.
Yeah, one of the things that I was like very careful when I made this team was like I really don't like teams that rely on the restricted being like the sole factor of offense, and I think a lot of Calyrex teams do that, but this one 100% does not.
I would imagine he fakes out the Okidogi here, but
yeah, we just double into Miraidon here.
Sure. You want to
I think Woodhammer gets it.
Oh yeah.
Just so we don't have to risk a 5% miss. If it doesn't, then my bad. And then, yeah, just Drain Punch, I guess.
Into the Incin?
No, into the Miraidon.
Sure. All right.
Because we want the Miraidon to go down, yeah, regardless of what gets targeted.
We are intimidated. I don't know if this picks up. We're gonna
I think
pray.
we'll get it. I think we'll get it.
Oh, we don't get it.
Oh no.
Yep, that might do it now. All right, Electro Drift. Okidogi, nice knowing you. Yeah,
Okay.
it's very hard because it's a dragon typing and you're intimidated. I kind of knew it wouldn't pick up from that range.
Okay. Now I think we have to play a protect game.
Okay.
Or actually, how many turns are left of Trick Room? Because that might just end the game. Because if there's more than 2, then it's definitely over.
I will check that. All right. There's 1 turn left.
Okay, so yeah, now it's a protect game of. Well, actually, no. I think we just attack. Oh, this is tough.
He has
Grassy
to.
won't pick up either, so we probably have to high horsepower at this point.
You do. I think you have to just try and get rid of the. Do we get rid of Miraidon or Incin? I think we can.
I think the Miraidon's gonna protect, so I think. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit the Incin. Now,
It honestly might not matter because we're eating a Flare Blitz here if they have it.
Okay, there's the protect. Alright, we have to hope his Incin's fast, but I don't think it is. Yeah, there's the Flare Blitz. So, Okidogi did its best,
Okay,
but
yep.
the fake out won him the game.
Mistake on my end with the Wood Hammer.
Yeah, no, that was we had to high horsepower there, like 100%. I know we had the terrain, but the Intimidate and the Dragon typing really makes it so that he would have lived that. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got all Miraidon friends here. We've got Bundle, Iron Boulder, Farigiraf. There's Boulder and the Penguin, and then there's a Kingambit.
Yeah, and Heartflame Ogerpon.
This looks like an earlier Miraidon team.
Yeah, I think this was when people were just throwing Quark Drive Pokemon on Miraidon teams.
Yeah.
Okay, so anytime I see Miraidon, I just lead Rillaboom because they like to lead Miraidon.
Okay.
I think let's do Raging Bolt, and then obviously Calyrex is gonna come, and then.
Okidogi not too bad here, but maybe Landorus could be also pretty good.
Yeah, the only thing is like the Kingambit kind of stops Landorus. So I do think Okidogi is our best.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, we have a lot to prioritize getting rid of before Calyrex can hit the field. Like we need to get rid of Kingambit and the Iron Bundle before we can really use Calyrex effectively.
I just want to see what he leads. It might be just Miraidon plus a friend.
Yeah, I think it's either like Miraidon and Bundle or Miraidon and Farigiraf.
Which makes me think, Discharge. Alright, ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, so Miraidon's in the back. He can override this terrain if he wants.
Yeah, that's okay. Because then they're giving Bolt even more power on the electric moves, so...
Okay. How do you want to play this?
We
have high horsepower. That's true.
Honestly, I think we just throw everything at the Kingambit. So yeah, I think high horsepower and Thunderbolt.
Okay. Let's see it. Is he going to do it? Is he going to commit?
I feel like I haven't seen Kingambit in so long.
He has Protect Kingambit. That's unfortunate. He's going for the Terra. Wow. So no Miraidon on Terra.
Love if this was Terra Flying.
Uh-oh. Terra Fairy.
Fairy. That's okay. Okay.
If it's AV, I think it lives. Right.
Yeah, it probably will.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Terra Blast. Oh, that's not great for us.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Unless we kill here.
I don't think.
Oh!
Was that a crit? No.
No, man. That's just the power of +1 Raging Bolt. That
so
means,
it probably wasn't AV then.
I think it was, maybe Black Glasses or something. Holy cow. He went for glory. Well, there goes your Dark type.
Yeah, that's very good for us.
All right, here's our boosted thunderclaps. Well, thunderbolts for now.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
oh,
if they go
that's good.
for something like a helping hand, Terra Electric here on Raging Bolt is really good because that means that we're gonna live like an Electro Drift or a Draco Meteor, unless they go for helping hand. So honestly, I think just high horsepower and Terra Electric Dragon Pulse is our play here.
Hey, look, he can't tear anymore. So he teared the Kingambit. He went all in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, here we go.
So barring a crit or I think potentially like a max roll, we should live every hit from the Miraidon unless it's helping hand. And if it's helping hand, then we're getting the high horsepower damage.
Okay, let's see it. He is going for the helping hand play, but into what slot? Is it going to be a meteor? Is it going to be a raw electric move? It's just going to be drift. We should probably live this. Maybe.
I don't know. It'll do a lot. Yeah.
The damage. All right.
I have a infamously not that bulky Rillaboom, which we'll see when we get to the pasting section.
listen. We just got 2 KOs in 2 turns. Restricted gone. Kingambit gone. You said we needed to prioritize some removal before Calyrex hit the field.
If this is bundle,
it is.
It is okay. Yeah. So honestly, I think we swap Rillaboom here. Just actually, what do we have in the back? I think let's swap Rillaboom to Okidogi.
For sure.
Because I think getting rid of the electric terrain is good for us. And then,
Bolt.
Yeah, just Thunderbolt the bundle.
All right. Is it as easy as that? He's playing it out.
It's probably Sash bundle, but I think we're okay.
That's all right. All right, he's doing it again. Helping hand. He's going for raw damage.
Helping hand, like freeze dry.
Oh, Icy Wind.
Okay.
The chip. Ow.
That actually did quite a bit.
Okay. All right, but this is also going to do quite a bit.
Yeah, this takes it down to Sash if it has one, for sure.
It does have one. All right. Okay, he does hang on. Now, does he go for the helping hand Hydro Pump?
I think we just double into the bundle here. Like, just get rid of the bundle, because I really don't think Farigiraf can win a 1v3 at best for them and 1v4 at worst. So.
All right, I'm doing it. Can't do it. Battle is canceled. Bundle. Right. Not enough. Everything not enough. All right, so now we're in the Pokepaste section of the video, where now we're gonna discuss the throat spray Calyrex-Shadow Rider idea, along with the friends that we have on the screen here. So once again, Jacob, thanks for joining us on the channel. How did you build the team mon by mon?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for having me. But the order that the team is in, going like starting at Calyrex and going across down to Suicune, is kind of the order that they were put into the team. I remember during Sword and Shield, especially during like Dual Restricted, there was a lot of the more like support-oriented Calyrex. The original set for this was Protect, Astral Barrage, Will-O-Wisp, and Snarl, but that was like too support-oriented, so I ended up dropping it for Draining Kiss. But Throat Spray is an item that has like, I think, really been underexplored. I'm a big fan of active setup, which is sort of like dealing damage and getting stat buffs at the same time. So the idea that in one turn you could reduce the special attack of your opponents, get a special attack boost yourself, and remove your item, which is like really good into Incineroar with knockoff, was like super appealing to me. Then the natural progression of that was I was like, okay, Incineroar is sort of the #1 or like most common counter to Calyrex, so adding Okidogi was sort of a natural like, what's a Pokemon that just destroys Incineroar? And it also pairs well with lowering the special attack because Okidogi's physical defense is like really good and its special defense is not that great. It also really helped me into Calyrex Ice Rider because like the sort of lead matchup into that is you just lead Rillaboom and Okidogi and just fake out the Calyrex and taunt the Calyrex. So if they lead like Incineroar, you don't have to worry about a Terapagos to like dodge the fake out. And then if they lead a Moongus, you have safety goggles, so you don't have to worry about Rage Powder.
I see. Yeah, it makes sense there.
Mm-hmm. Then next was Rillaboom. Rillaboom is a Pokemon that I think I've literally used on every single team. It's just so consistent. This one was a bit different. As you can see, I ran Turbo Rillaboom. Yeah, so that was for Kyogre. and it worked on Groudon as well. Just because like I'm pretty sure most of the Kyogres that are out there are modest. So a lot of the times I would lead like I don't know, say I have like um Suicune plus Rillaboom, and they're like, okay, well I don't really need Tailwind on this turn, so with like an Iron Jugulus or a Tornadus or whatever. And they don't feel the need to Terra because they're like, I can just Hurricane the Rillaboom and, Water Spout. What I can do is I can Terra Fire to live the Hurricane, and then I'll be faster than the Kyogre, which they wouldn't expect, and a Wood Hammer knocks it out.
Bro.
Yeah, that was my like really tricky thing that I had. I think EVs are like a thing that you really get to play around with in Open Team Sheet because like nobody can see them. And then the Landorus is jolly as well because I needed the Rillaboom trick to work on if I led Rillaboom and Landorus, because if people are seeing the grassy terrain proc before Intimidate, then they're gonna know that I'm really fast.
Okay.
I will say this also. Choice Scarf Landorus is like totally dead. If you're gonna use Landorus Theory and you cannot use Choice Scarf because you have to run Jolly even with the Scarf to outspeed Calyrex Shadow Rider. So Bandit is the way to go. I will say one thing, like if you're planning on using this team, use a Terra Fairy Landorus instead of Terra Flying because Chien-Pao is like a huge problem for this team, and having a Terra Fairy Landorus instead of Terra Flying makes it like substantially more manageable. Then the next thing was the Raging Bolt. I'll be honest, the sole reason that I added Raging Bolt like originally was because I had nothing for Pelipper because Pelipper was very popular at the time. And one issue that this team had is that there was like 4 Pokemon on this team that wanted to run Assault Vest because I had originally over the Landers there was an Incineroar. So I was like, okay, I want Avion, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Okidogi, and
Oh. You,
but
you cut
the
off
the
there.
thing about running a Assault Vest Raging Bolt is like it really doesn't help your Pelipper matchup that much because Wide Guard just kind of blocks everything except for Dragon Pulse. So it was like not that helpful for me. Having Thunderbolt into Pelipper was like significantly better because then they have to worry about like, okay, I can click Wide Guard, but I'm getting knocked down to Sash or getting knocked out, as opposed to like I can just click Wide Guard and I don't have to worry about the Raging Bolt at all. And then the last thing was the Suicune, and the Suicune is there because I am a giant hater of Prankster Tailwind, especially on Tornadus, because I feel like a lot of the time what Tornadus does is it clicks Tailwind on turn 1, gets knocked out, and then you're down to 3 Mons. And I really hate playing like that. But what Suicune does is I can get the Tailwind. I'm most likely bulky enough to live at least 1 hit. And then with the speed boost from the Tailwind, I can either get more speed control with Icy Wind, I can fish for burns with Scald, or I can get special attack reductions with Snarl. So that like combination of the Tailwind plus additional control was like super valuable to me. Also, I'm fairly certain Suicune is the only Tailwind setter that resists ice. So that was a big reason because like Rillaboom is weak to ice, Raging Bolt is weak to ice, and Landorus is weak to ice. So I really needed stuff for like specifically Calyrex and Chien-Pao.
I see. I see.
Uh, yeah, the Mental Herb, funny enough, I feel like most people would expect the Mental Herb would be like taunts on Tornadus and stuff. And that's actually not the reason it was there. The most like prominent reason was because of the Miraidon teams with Encore Whimsicott.
I see.
Yeah, it was like a huge problem because I could match their Tailwind in turn 1, but then they would Encore me so I couldn't Snarl them or Icy Wind. And then I would just have like I would be super out positioned and I had really nothing to like swap in on an Electro Drift or a Volt Switch. So I needed the Mental Herb to like get rid of the Encore, and then I could just Snarl or like Icy Wind if I wanted the speed control, stuff like that.
I see.
But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, mental herb is always good on like some of these other tailwind setters. For besides the taunt purposes. Yeah, like you said, encore is pretty cool. But yeah, okay. Now let's go into the spreads here. So you have a little bit of bulk on this Calyrex, which we did get to see come into play a little bit in the video. So what does the timid set do here?
yes. So the speed is for Timid base 135, so
Yeah.
like Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, Miraidon, Koraidon. Um, I will say I would consider dropping a little bit of defense and putting a little bit more in speed, so you outspeed Zacian as well because it's picking up now. But the HP and the defense are for Urshifu with Mystic Water.
Yes.
I don't remember if it could live a Terra Water Surging Strikes or not, but I know it lives the base one.
Yes. It'll live
And
the
then
Scarf Terra, but not the Water Terra Mystic Water. I recognize
yeah,
that set. Yep.
exactly. And then honestly, like I feel like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on. A lot of IV sets will have like a dump stat, and typically it's not your offensive stat, but on this team it just happened to be like I got exactly what I wanted with the speed and the bulk, and then I was like, I just have enough, special attack that I just threw the rest in there. So
Yeah.
the special attack isn't for anything in specific, it's just what I had left.
Yeah, of course. You need the damage. You have the speed here. Now you just throw the rest into the damaging stat. That's totally fine.
Mhm.
What's the Raging Bolt here? It looks like you're hitting the benchmark there in Modest. You have some defensive investment. I would imagine that's for like Calyrex, the Glacial Lance, and even the Chenpao Ice move. Correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And
Yeah.
the speed was I was just sort of trying to play a game with other Raging Bolts on if I could outspeed them or not. I think that a lot of Raging Bolts are running more speed than I have because I was losing a lot of speed trades, but
Uh, because
I,
they're going for 112, or because under Tailwind they're gonna outspeed the Calyrex so they can snarl it. I would imagine.
yeah,
Yep.
but I wouldn't change that spread. I think having a slower Raging Bolt is fine. You just have to be careful with like Draco Meteors and stuff.
I think the Suicune is also hitting that speed benchmark, right? That magic 112 mark, for the snarl into the Calyrex. Yeah.
Yeah, so funny thing about the Suicune is I used the Nerd of Now damage calc, and this was just the default spread for Suicune, and it was super clutch for me in my MSS run. So I would recommend whoever made this spread did a good job, and I would recommend it if you're going to use Suicune.
Yeah, I think it looks. I recognize that kind of speed here, and then along with the calm set with the almost max HP. Yeah, it does what it's supposed to do there. And then Landers, you've already explained that. That's also good. And then of course the Okidogi is just straight adamant 252, with the
Yeah.
goggles to get around the Munga shenanigans. But yeah, all right. So pretty cool team. So now let's go into the rentals, so that way you guys can also try out this Throat Spray Calyrex team. All right, so folks, there's the rental once again. So Jacob, thanks for joining us on the channel. We got to use Throat Spray, Calyrex, Okidogi, Rillaboom, all the fun stuff here. So in hindsight of the tournament, is there anything that you would change right now?
Yeah, so like I mentioned in the Pokepaste section, I would definitely change Landorus's Terra type to Fairy over Flying. I originally had Flying for Amoonguss, but having Taunt on Okidogi kind of like nullifies Amoonguss for the most part. So as long as you can like play well around Spores before Okidogi gets on the field, you're probably fine. And I would also say like I wouldn't. I think this team is really fun, and I think it was strong when I used it. But I would, rather than looking at the team as a whole, I would look at them as sort of individual parts to consider for other teams. So like I think Landorus Therian is very good right now. I think Throat Spray Calyrex. This is my hot take. Throat Spray Calyrex is one of the best, if not the best, Calyrex set. I think Suicune is super underplayed. Okidogi is an amazing partner for Calyrex. Raging Bolt with booster energy is probably something that people should use again. Maybe don't use max speed Rillaboom unless you're having like a big problem with Kyogre. But I think just like consider all these parts separately, as opposed to like they don't exclusively have to be on this team, right?
Yeah, I think all like one of the formulas for Calyrex is you want speed control on it, and you want a good fighting type with it, whether it be Mienshao or Urshifu or like a Kamo, for example. I think a good fighting type for like Terapagos or even Incineroar, right? So, yeah, I can understand with those two pieces, and then from there, pick your matchup specific mons. Like Rillaboom and Raging Bolt is fine, and even a Tailwind setter doesn't even have to be Suicune, right? It could be something else, but yeah, and then maybe Clefairy can come here to an extent, right? Give like you're already bulky on the Calyrex, right? Might as well throw in the Clefairy, get her little redirection going, helping hand boost, right? So that's my take here, to that regard. But yeah, so on that note, is there anyone else you want to shout out here?
Yes. So shout out to Gerd and Marshall. They're the ones that host the event that I was able to showcase this team at. It's called Bounce Patch if you're interested. Shout out to Cage, who helps me get to a bunch of events because I don't have a car. And shout out to just the rest of the New England VGC scene. Specifically, shout out to the New England CVL team from last season. We got second place in the silver division, which was pretty cool. And shout out to my parents as well. Thank you for, following me along with this journey and taking me to events sometimes and being supportive. I really appreciate it. And thanks to you for having me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, it's always good when we can showcase some of these niche teams and sets, that do well, especially. So this way, we can show alternate forms of playing them besides the super standard cookie meta teams that you're always accustomed to seeing. Whether it be like ladder play or tournament play. So this was nice. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and give. I almost said acetic acid, chloroacetic acid. A follow on Twitter. We'll link his credentials in the description below. But we'll be back on another video in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.